today we're looking at the VLOOKUP function in Microsoft Excel. So first of all, we're going to build this function, and then I'm going to explain the difference between a good table and bad tables over here. So let's go ahead and just jump right in and build this VLOOKUP formula. So equals VLOOKUP. And then we can see we have several different things here. So we have lookup value. And so we're going to use this fruit selection we have here. Table array is where we're going to search for that. So we can select this table here. Index number is starting with the leftmost one. So here we have our fruit. We want to pick the column. So currently we have price. So that would be column 2 or index 2. And then finally, the lookup, we have to approximate or exact match. So we're going to use false because we have banana here and we want to match it exact. So returning 0.5, so that is that 50 cents right there. And so if we change this to orange, see it changes to 75 cents. Go to apple, you can see it changes to 1. So that is how the VLOOKUP formula works. And so what I want to show you is that these other tables do not work well. And so if we're looking for apple, for example, if we try to search one of these other tables, let's say this one, and we'll do to and false. So this one, we can look up the apple because there's apple right there. But our price, because these are combined in one column, cannot distinguish between those two. And so we can get that reference back. However, it's not returning a value we can use. And so let's go ahead and take a look at our next table here. So in this one, to and false, this one is not returning anything. And the reason is because it's searching for orange in here, but there's this other text. And so we can use a wildcard. So if we add an asterisk here, we do see that it's returning that 15, but it's ignoring that 75 cents. And so if we're trying to get that price, this does not work either. And so you can use an asterisk as a wildcard, and this function is kind of like a wildcard search. And so it does return that quantity. However, we're looking for price. And so combining the fruit and price here means you're not going to be able to search for it effectively, and you would have to add this asterisk in there or in the formula to be able to do that search. So finally, let's look at our last table here. And so in this one, if we select our table and to and false, so the issue is here is VLOOKUP looks in the leftmost column. And so you can see in this one, all the leftmost columns contain the fruit, even though this one's messed up a little bit. This one, however, it's on the right-hand side. And so VLOOKUP cannot find it because it's looking in this one. So this one does not work either. And so what you need to do is set up a table like this with the lookups in the leftmost column, or at least left of wherever you want to look. So you could have more data to the left of fruit, but you couldn't use it if you're trying to reference that data from the VLOOKUP. And so just make sure wherever you're trying to use the VLOOKUP for, that data is to the left of whatever you want to return. And so we can return, go one more column over, we can return the quantity. So we can see orange quantity 10 by changing our column index from 2 to 3. And then if we change this to apple and so forth. So we can go as many columns over as we like, but we can't go to the left. All right, so we only have one more thing to do, is we're going to look at this true false here. So the false is exact match, but we're going to look at an approximate match. So let's go ahead and open that VLOOKUP function, and we're going to use our sales number here. And so what we're doing here is going to use a sorted match. We're going to use column 3. We're looking in this first one, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to do true for approximate match. And so what the approximate match does, this true value, is it's looking for less than the next value. And so we have 750. And so when it finds it between 500 and 1,000, it drops back to the last one and returns that silver. So this column is not actually needed. You can just do these first values because it's only looking in this one. And so let's say we actually change this to 700. You can see it goes to gold. And so whatever, it can fall back to the next value. If we change this to 800, it goes back to silver. So this is very useful in kind of commission or levels such as this. And oftentimes people will fill in these just to make it a little more clear. what the level is, but that is not needed or necessary to make this VLOOKUP function work. All right, that is it for today for the VLOOKUP function in Microsoft Excel. Make sure if you do not have the coefficient add-on that you install it so you can take the headache out of keeping your spreadsheets up to date by letting coefficient handle your data import and refresh processes for you automatically. Thanks for watching and have a great day.